This is the plaintiff, Frederick Johns. He says the defendant towed his truck after an accident and took advantage of him by grossly overcharging him for the tow and storage fees. According to his printed tow rates, the defendant charged him double the amount in an attempt to take advantage of him. He's a smart cookie, did his homework, and certainly won't be swindled by the likes of the defendant. That's why he's here today suing for every single dollar of the $1,001.06 he's owed. This is the defendant, Edward Fedak. He says he's so confused as to why this plaintiff would sue him because he gave him a huge break on his bill by not charging storage fees. And still the guy's suing him. The plaintiff's under the impression everyone works for free. But that is sorely mistaken. And he's going to walk out of here with nothing but a bruised ego because he did everything by the book. He's accused of towing the line.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff says he was grossly overcharged by a tow truck company after an accident, but the defendant says he actually gave the guy a big break. It's the case of going toe to toe.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Frederick Johns, you are suing Kings County Towing and Auto Body Incorporated, represented here by Edward Fedak. Is it Fedak or Fedak?
Fedak.
You are the manager for $1,001 that you say you were overcharged in towing and storage fees. Tell me what happened.
April 18th of 2015, my vehicle was involved in a traffic accident. After the accident, NYPD determined that it should be towed. It was towed to their shop. I was not in the vehicle. I was not part of the accident.
Who was part? You weren't driving?
My
okay.
son, no.
Okay, go ahead. So go ahead.
So after that, it was taken there.
Come on up, son. What happened in the accident?
Well, allegedly we ran the red light.
What does ran the red light mean?
People say we did, but...
Did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so other witnesses say you did, and then there's a collision. Do you and then the police get there, they decide the car, was the car damaged to the extent
Yes.
that it didn't need towing? All right, and it gets towed there.
Correct.
Did you get a tow sheet, a receipt or anything when they towed it?
Yes.
Okay, may I have it?
Sure.
You can sit down.
Okay.
You've done enough.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So the vehicle was there. That was a Saturday evening. Monday, I called the shop. A lady answered. She wasn't very helpful. But the vehicle, I did not see the vehicle for another 2 weeks after that.
Why?
I did not want to see my car.
You did not want to see
I did not want to see the damage of what...
Right, but you know there's storage fees involved.
I understood, but at the time, I didn't have the money, so
Okay, all right, so
it
there's a
didn't pay
reason.
to go down there with nothing in your pocket to begin with. So
Right.
till I got some money in my pocket, that's when I decided to go and try to take care of what needed to be done.
All right, so when do you go?
May 1st, 2 weeks
And
later.
when you go on May 1st, what happens?
According to the document that I gave you, their fees, I calculated roughly $660 to that effect. I had about $700 and change on me.
Okay.
They tabulated at $1,072. There was extra, the fees were different.
Okay.
They added storage, yard and towing, administration, cleanup. There were all these other fees that are not listed there.
Okay.
That's all I had to go by.
So do you show them this?
Yes.
And what do they say?
The gentleman who I spoke to, his name was Red. He said, "Oh, that's just to show you the address of where the vehicle is. Those are not the actual fees."
No, it's not. What's that about? What's going on? You have one rate here that the police, that you bargain with the police to be the guy they call, and then you have another rate when the customer comes?
All the rates are the same, Judge.
Okay, show me what you...
If you read it through, there's a yard fee, which is...
Where's there a yard? Okay, hold on. Do you have another document besides this one?
On our wall of
Stop talking a second. Wait, let me just get with you.
Concerning what?
Is this the only document they gave you that day?
This is the only document they gave us at the scene. The other document that I have is the actual invoice of when I did pay them. That shows the difference in the fees.
Okay, let me see that. What did you guys collect?
We collected, I believe, $1,080.
Are you looking at him for help? He says he paid you more than that. How much did you pay?
It's there, $2,200 for 40 days.
Do you have proof of paying $2,200?
That's my receipt, paid in full.
This doesn't say 20. Oh, here we go. We got a problem.
Yeah, big problem.
All right, who is Red?
Manager of the shop, of the
I thought
body
you were.
shop at Action. I'm for the towing department.
And who's Red? He's a manager of what?
Of the body shop. He did not pay. He paid $1,082, Judge. He didn't. The bill was cut in half. He didn't have all the money on him. They were back and forth on the telephone. I told him accept $8,000 plus tax. How did you pay, sir? Check, cash?
Okay. Are tow truck companies generally on the up and up?
I think it just depends on the person. If they treat you fair,
I know, but if you had to generalize, how would you generalize?
they're pretty bad. I would have.
Pretty bad? What are you saying?
I mean, they got to make money too. They got to work.
But do they make it by crossing the line a little bit, or are they generally upstanding? What do you think? If you had to generalize.
I don't think they're crossing the line.
What do you say?
I don't think they're crooked. Like, I think they're fine.
Who thinks they're worse than lawyers? Nobody. Great. Going inside the courtroom.
You want to see where it says here he paid $2,200?
Please.
Yeah.
I have one. Yeah, I have an extra one for him.
You have an extra one for him?
I appreciate it.
Show him where it says $2,200 minus $2,200.
This is paid in full. Yeah.
The only problem I'm having is we don't use these invoices. We use the invoice like this and an invoice like this. We don't use these invoices.
Do you have the original? Is that a copy or an
No,
original?
that is the original.
This looks like a
That you can do on a computer?
That he could have made the receipt himself.
Or Red could have. Whoever
Or the
Red is.
gentleman could have. We were back and forth on the phone, and...
You and him?
No, me and Red.
Where's Red? Is he here?
No, he's not here today.
How come, if Red's the one who talked to him, Red's the one who collected the money, why are you here instead of Red? Did Red ask you to come?
Yes.
How much do you think he was charged? And apparently Red doesn't have a receipt?
$1,000 plus tax.
According to Red's flapping gums, who's not here for me to cross-examine, because the only receipt I have is the one that you... Who's Drew?
Drew was a tow truck driver.
So according to you, Red says he only collected $1,000?
$1,000 plus tax, yes.
What are the fees? What should have been the fees? How much a day?
It was $25 per day, $27 after the first 3 days. It's $125 for the hookup, $25 positioning fee, $50 yard fee.
And that's it?
$90 cleanup, yes.
$90 cleanup of
Clean
what?
up oil dry, 3 bags oil dry. When the car's leaking the oil dry underneath, all the fluids leaked out of the car.
So this document...
Out of your car, sir.
This
you
document...
came back 2 days later, right?
Wait, don't talk to each other, please. This document is a copy of another document. Will you hand me the original?
Oh, I didn't have the original, so...
You didn't bring that receipt?
No.
Who told you that the charge was going to be different?
When I went to the yard itself to retrieve the vehicle, the fees were totally different.
And what did they show you or give you to tell you the fees were different?
Well, actually, on the first I went there, and I have this little scrap piece of paper that he started writing down these fees. It was $145 for the tow. There's a $45 fee per day, I guess, that sort of storage.
Show me that. Show me that. Who wrote that?
Red. This is Red's handwriting.
Okay.
And at that time, that 2-week period, the total came up to $1,072 for a 2-week period.
Take a look at this and tell me if you have any way to elucidate what that is. Do you recognize?
A piece of paper with a few numbers on it.
Right, and the top
next
says
to it.
the top has a business name on it. Do you recognize the business name? I'm asking you a question, and you're under oath. Do you recognize the business name that's on top?
No.
Do you know Red's handwriting?
No. Nor did I know the gentleman's handwriting. And the receipt that he produced isn't one that
I know, but you know what? You can't just come to court saying, "Oh, he could be lying." That's not a defense. I mean, the guy is telling me X, Y, Z, handing me papers that say Kings County. Yeah, I'm a critical observer. I'm not an idiot.
Right.
I sit there and say, yeah, this could have been done on a thing. This could have been. But you're like not even the guy who had any dealings with him or took his money or anything else. How are you going to contradict what the guy's testimony is here today?
Absolutely.
Where did you get the money? The money that you ponied up that day, where did you get that money?
Some from my son, friends, neighbors, anybody I could get it from.
Really?
Yeah, because I understood after 60 days they could put a lien on your vehicle.
Okay.
I have a 2002 Harley Davidson custom truck. They have a body shop. I'm not letting them just keep my truck. So by any means necessary.
I can't even imagine what it was like to be you after that crash.
You don't even want me to talk.
I can only imagine what it was like in that household.
Honestly, Your Honor, I was more scared of him.
Absolutely.
Than anything else.
Did he ever talk to you about the whole storage and tow and all that? Did you ever have any discussions with him about it?
We spoke after. This is about a week after I let him breathe.
Did he ever tell you when he went there on May 1st and they told him the fees would be different? Did he ever tell you anything about that?
He said that he showed me the paper that I received from the tow truck driver. I showed him that. He said, well, when I got there on May 1st, the fees are different from what's on the paper.
Okay.
It was totally different. So now the price is going up.
Right.
Okay.
So now we have to pay more than what we expected from what the paper is telling us.
Right.
Exactly.
So I had to work extra hard to pay my end of the bargain because it's my fault.
Right.
This is all because of me.
Right.
So of course I had to man up and take,
Right.
responsibilities.
Right.
Absolutely.
How much did you have to pay?
I paid close to $1,200.
Okay.
And that's piece
That's
by
just
piece
you.
by piece.
Okay. Is Red at the garage?
Yes.
Call Red right now.
Hey, you want his number?
He's got it. He's got it. Don't talk to him directly, please.
Right, I'm in the middle of the people court session, live. Yeah,
Just tell him the judge wants to talk to him.
the judge, hold on, the judge wants to talk to you. Hold on. Here you go, sir. There you go.
Hello, Red.
Yes, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
So we have a few questions for you about this case. Are you familiar with it?
Yes.
Did you collect the money?
I collected the money, yes.
He came in how many times?
He came in about 4 times because the first time he came in, he didn't have the money.
How much
He was
money
out
did
of
he have?
town.
How much money did he have the first time he came in with money?
When he came in the 4th time, I gave him the amount, and I don't recall how much it was. I think I told him $3,000, and he couldn't afford it. He was complaining that's too much money.
Why would it be? I'm sorry. Wait, Red. Slow down for me. Why would it be $3,000?
This is gonna be
Because
better.
the truck's still here almost three months.
When did you take the truck?
I don't recall it. I don't have the paperwork in front of me. I remember the truck because it's a Harley truck, but the day, I don't remember the exact date. Eddie has all my paperwork. I don't have
Yeah, according to this paperwork, it was towed on April 10th and it was picked up on May 28th. That's not 3 months. So if the rates are $25 per day and then $27 per day, how could it ever mathematically end up to be $3,000?
Hallelujah. Somebody sees it.
Because you got the yard fee.
Oh, how much is a yard fee?
Yard fee is only $50. It's only $50.
Oh, well,
I
that's...
don't recall how much was the amount.
How much did the guy pay you, Red?
The guy paid me $2,200.
Thank you, Red.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Red. Verdict for the plaintiff, $1,001. You know what? You may want to write the cops about that. Because they are a vendor that works with the police department, with the government. And if they're doing shady stuff like this, then they should not be a vendor for the police department.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I have your autograph? We gotta wait.
All right, out of the courtroom and into the hallway. Let's get some reaction from the defendant here to this verdict. The gavel comes down against you.
Should have had Red come present the case.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, sir.
What were you thinking when Red was on the phone there giving the judge that information?
He gave me different information.
This way. Don't go that way. Don't go.
This way.
One last thing. Tow guys perform an important function, right? An important job, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Okay, come on in here, sir. And how are you feeling coming out of the courtroom here?
Very vindicated. I'm happy. It's a long process. I'm glad it's over with.
Mm-hmm. What was it like? What was it like when you heard that he messed up your truck?
Please.
It's very bad.
What?
Once we go through this again,
Well,
heard it.
we haven't heard it yet.
We're still mourning the damages done to the vehicle.
Yes, absolutely.
He's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But it was real for you, though, right?
Yeah, it's very real. It
Sorry.
was no laughing matter when they came and told me about the incident and
right.
what had happened. You know?
All right. So what have you learned from this whole thing?
Never borrow his truck again.
Mm-hmm. This whole thing's his fault, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Is he going to pay?
He's paid enough. He's paid enough.
Harvey?
Okay, you know, when you hire a tow truck company, you really need to look at the contract carefully to know exactly what you're being charged. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.